Hello, good to see you again. We are back in Sanctum 2. We are looking at playing the wilderness. Now, so far, I've quite enjoyed the swamp. We've had one setback, had to play one level more than once. It's not too drastic. I imagine the wilderness won't be that much fun, and I'm thinking the next level is the last level on the original game before the DLC. I got the expansion pack and the DLC all thrown in with my purchase thanks to Steam's sale. Secure connection, and we're looking what you find because of the earthquake at the facility. It has been more than that. They're gonna kick your butt if you find out you're doing this. Blah blah blah. Let me see. Blah blah blah. Let's see here. Good. I don't know if that's telling me that she should be the one doing this particular level, and if that's a hint, but I'm going to choose my favourite person. We are going to stick with this set of tower-based stuff because it served us so well, and we're going to stick with what we have here. I really would love just one more perk, just one more, so that I could have that core defense. The core defense doing 2000 damage and stunning them would be really, really fucking helpful for me playing this game. Let's have a little look around first, because sometimes we find mines and such, We did just spawn on a really useless platform. My core looks really, really small, but it's maybe because I'm really far away. And it is, because I'm really far away. So, we can put towers pretty much everywhere around our core. Which basically makes me think all of those grey areas. Yep, there's a little loom section. I'm going to have to pause this for a second. Apologies for that, my dogs often fight. I will try and remember to cut that out of the video when I go into the sort of post-production section. If I don't, then I apologise. And then there's another loom section here, so they can literally come out of anywhere, it would seem. However, this wave is coming out over here to start with, so I kind of want to block off that way, so they're only coming at me from one direction. I can then put a tower down there. I then kind of want to encircle my tower. Obviously I'll have to leave one gap. And I'll probably leave the gap on this side. No, maybe the other side. Might leave the gap right here. And do all the rest of it. Now it's 10 of those dudes, so we'll put one of these here because it's quick firing and will do some damage, and they seem to want to be coming up here. I'll put in one of those, and we will make it slightly more powerful. And we'll kick this off. This first wave doesn't seem like it'll be too much of a problem, but you never know. He's going to go for a little run somewhere else. The other side, towards my core. Don't mind him punching me. My core obviously will regenerate health, but if I can help it, I don't want them. Oh, I don't want them doing too much damage to it. Ah, I said it wouldn't be too much problem, and they've done 1,000 damage in total. Now they're coming from 2 directions. Where are those directions? So 3 from over there, 6 from over there. They are a pain in the friggin' ass, those creatures. No, I want to make sure it's right on the corner here. What I want to do. There's nothing coming from that side for now. Okay, so recycle this. I think this is what I never used to do on the other levels, is go around and recycle these. Now obviously if you choose to do the crazy hard, what do we call it, what we looked at in the last level or video, or this video, I can't really remember, but basically it forces you to lose resources every time you recycle something, which obviously would then make this a lot harder. What I am currently doing would be virtually impossible. So what I think we're going to do is have I don't know that the electric gun really does anything to these bobble-headed creatures at all. But this is what we're going to do. We'll recycle them probably the next wave anyway. Because I don't have on those feats of strength. There you go, I knew I'd remember in the end. I don't have on the feats of strength, so it doesn't really matter. I can recycle to my heart's content. Hell made it through. One of those. God damn it. behind me. Why would that need reloading as well? That's just bullshit. Okay, so we are royally screwed and we are going to be playing this one again. Quite obviously. They are coming in from all directions now. Try and force them all through this one gap. Yeah, we're probably just dead here. Someone make it in somewhere? Did I miss something? Ah, well, we survived. Causing desperate situation. So 6 of those, 6 of those, 5 of those and 5 of those, and then 12 of those. That is not good. That is not good at all. That needs to go over there. We absolutely need to do some damage to those before they come out. Too far here. That will mean they have to walk all the way around to this one point here. Okay, so they have to run around the entire thing now and come over here, so I'm going to put one of those there, and that should belt them on their way in. They're mostly all larger creatures. A few electrical bolts might help out. Good. Well, hopefully that's that entire wave from that back part, which generally should then mean that we've only got these other waves to worry about. I mean, if they get past me, it's not too much of a problem, because obviously we do have those other towers hopefully doing their job on the way in. I mean, there are a lot of them now coming through. Awesome. So we have one of those massive, great big creatures, some flying creatures which will just ignore everything, 10 of those, and 2 of those. Ideally, what do we want to do? And those flying creatures are coming in from that direction. It's not great. Those flying creatures just shouldn't do too much damage in theory. Make that walk a little bit harder, so they have to go up through there. Slow them down ever so slightly. What else do we have coming in? So 10 of those. Means they have to walk through there. Hopefully zigzagging around all those will make them take their time. I could actually remove some of that, force them to go a little bit further down here. Which is probably a better plan. which should mean our other guns have longer to attack them. Okay, well, let's find out. Okay, so we are on the next wave. What do we have? Soakers, those flying things, 2 of those, and soakers and whatever else. So I don't think much really changes here for us. I might put one of those over there just so that they are hammered, and I might put one of those over there. And then make it so these guys have to zigzag around that, which will then hopefully give my gun more time. You need to focus on largest. So our core is looking a little bit healthier. Everything coming in has to go around the paths, so hopefully we will see an improvement in okay, our core is not looking great. We still have creatures coming in. Hopefully though, they will be mostly taken care of by the towers. He's pretty much just a dead alien walking. I'm sure we were on like level 7 before, but we just stuck somewhere. So 10 of those, 4 on 25, that's a lot. Now our biggest problem obviously is the boss, because he's just literally going to wipe out all of our defences, and I assume the next wave will then be timed, so I don't have time to rebuild everything. So what I need to do probably is have another one of those, focusing on the larger creatures, and then one of those on the end there. And yeah, we just have to hope for the best, I guess. You do what you like, most health, you do what you like. I think I might just what have we got coming out of here? 20. No, I'm going to recycle that because there's no point in that being over there. Our boss is coming out this side. Actually, it's a bit stupid of me. I may put one of those in, but rather than upgrade it, I might stick in one of these. No, I will upgrade this one. It's the furthest back, it will do the most damage for the longest period of time. Most health, right. Let's do it. The fact it's kind of chosen to go out this way and destroy these barriers may well be something of a use for me. Now that is unfortunate because obviously a lot of our defence here has been taken out. Excellent. The fact that this wave is not timed is really useful. Gives me time to go around and do this. Haven't even looked at what enemies we've got coming in yet. Okay, so that does mean we are back to them having to walk all the way around. What do we got? We have got a belt ton of stuff coming out of that side. Yep, I'm thinking, you know, that core's almost back to halfway. There is going to be a shed ton of stuff coming out of this side. What to do? What to do? Stick one of those in. It can start damaging those little pups as they go through. And really and truly, I think, because it ignores armour, might stick one of those over here. Did I not build one of those anyway? I thought I had. Did I rebuild everything that he mashed? Yeah, looks like I did. Now I wonder if I could change this setup so they have to take longer to get to where they're going. Let's remove that. Remove that for now. Remove that one so you can come up this far. That might mean they have to take more of a pasting. We'll stick this back in. Take you back up to the range and damage you had before I recycled you. Oh no, I didn't, did I? I actually had an electric gun. Apologies, we will just have to do this again. And we will stick an electric gun on the end here, because that is actually how I had it previously. I realise this isn't not as much fun as perhaps actually watching this stuff happen, but preparation is key here, I think. Maybe that'll siphon them down somewhat. That's kind of a pointless one. Yeah. The idea being that we just try and force them for a very small gap over here, so that they slow down, and it gives my guns more time to fire at them. Honestly, as we have no flying creatures, that is kind of pointless where it is. There's no real better place for it anyway. Maybe there's nothing really for it to take on out that way. So for now, I'll stick it there. And you can take on whatever's got the least health. My dogs are going mental again. Okay, well. So far, so good. Hopefully these towers over the back here can do a ton of damage for us. There are obviously two of those large tank-like creatures, or heavy armoured as they are called, but one is already dead. And this one shouldn't be long for life. I mean, obviously that gun's doing nothing because it's not hitting it in its weak spot, but there you go. So I have flying creatures coming in from that angle, those and those. Oh my god, that is so horrible the way that's stringing me. And some of those, that's not going to be too much of an issue, I wouldn't have thought. I might just stick... oh, I don't know what to do really. I might just upgrade some guns instead. Let's just upgrade you. And we will upgrade you as well. And we'll just start this level because I can't seem to do anything else for the moment. Those creatures coming from over the back should be take ages to get around here and go past all the guns. It's these ones that are the major problem. The next round I might have to upgrade that, see if it can see further. Okay, so that's all of that lot dealt with, I believe. So now it's just these ones. There's a lot of those hoverers. Far more than I would like, in fact. Good. Excellent, so the final wave, what do we have in the final wave? We have 10 of those, which is a bitch, because the towers don't do feck all to them. 10 of those, which is a pain in the ass, because they're all coming from the wrong direction. So, what we are going to do is we are going to remove this, 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 because those flying creatures are a pain. I probably don't actually need that one. Hopefully that should be enough coverage to take on those things. Now the bobble-headed creatures generally aren't affected by anything at all, except these, because they ignore armor. So I'm pretty much just tempted to remove a lot of this stuff. Because they don't actually do anything against any of the creatures that are coming in. And we might as well change this layout, because again the flying creatures are going to ignore all of these barriers anyway. So what am I doing? Well, there are 10 bobble-headed creatures who ignore towers generally, because they have to be shot in the head. And then there's loads of flying creatures, which hopefully my towers can take care of. So what I am going to do is send our bobble-headed creatures on something of a pilgrimage, and that way I have plenty of time to kill them all. That is seemingly as far as we can make that walk for them. Okie dokie. And this should just make it a little bit easier for me to pick those guys up. And what I am going to do is plant one of those there. I'm going to plant another one there. I'm going to plant one here. I think I'll plant one there. Another one there. Recycle that because there's no point to it. And recycle that because there's no point to it anymore. And I will upgrade some of these, I think. The electric guns do some damage to flying creatures, so I'm going to leave that as it is. So let's upgrade you. Upgrade you. Upgrade you. And then upgrade you. Upgrade you. Upgrade you. And I think I might actually stick in one of those because they will attack the flying creatures, and generally one shot from that is enough to kill them. We have another one which I might recycle on this side. Place it over here. As I say, those things will be let's go for closest on those, so they don't start firing at these bobble-headed creatures because they might be able to see that far. And then let's upgrade you so you're a level 3. As you would be the last line of defense. And upgrade you as well. Okay, let's kick it off. Our core is looking reasonably healthy now. Hopefully those flying creatures can't do too much damage. Obviously when there's only one or two of these creatures, it's not so bad. But when you have 10 of them, you can see why. I have the towers as they are. Now my core is being attacked by those flying creatures, perhaps one too many of them. The bobbleheads, I think, are generally dead, which is good. The fact that these creatures can do ranged attack is majorly their problem. And we have a victory, so there's a bonus for you, and for me, almost got up a level, and we continue on here. So I believe this will be the final level of the original game. I don't know if any more unlocks after. If I know, it is the end, so I've done the beginning and the end. So if you want to see the end, the final level of the Sanctum 2 game, then you will have to come back in the next episode. If you like this episode, please hit the like button. If you want to see that final episode, then you might as well hit that subscribe button, because it will let you know when I've uploaded that, and it will also help me out a great deal in making future videos, if I can obviously make my channel more popular. So if you are, well, I think I've done the whole blurb towards the end here. So there it is. We're on towards the end. Obviously I will play those DLC packages, so it's not, it's not goodbye quite yet for us on the Sanctum 2 thing, and who knows, the end might take us 20 videos to complete. So whatever happens, however it happens, I will see you next time.